Hello all you lovely photographers and Lightroom editors out there. I, Limitless, welcome you all wholeheartedly to today's Lightroom tutorial. And trust me guys, when I talk about today's Lightroom tutorial, I would say that I am really psyched about today's Lightroom tutorial. There's one prominent reason behind that, and that reason is that in today's Lightroom tutorial, I'm gonna teach you how you can give your very own pictures the look of Alen Palander's editing style. And if you don't know who Alen Palander is, I would highly recommend you to go on Instagram and check his profile, because he is one of the most professional photographers you can come across on internet. Do check him out. He's a really good photographer, and in today's video I'm gonna teach you how you can edit your very own pictures like him and give your very own pictures that professional Alen Palander look. But before starting with the tutorial, I would give a disclaimer that guys, look, I'm not a professional editor and I'm not in no way saying or claiming that I'm gonna completely emulate Alen Palander's style. But what I'm saying is that you can get the basic foundation of how Alen Palander edits his very own pictures. So without any more delay, let's begin with the editing process. Yeah. Okay guys, now we are in Lightroom and here is a picture that my cousin took on his iPhone in Canada, and now we're gonna begin with editing this picture. But before starting, I would like to say certain things that you should keep in mind if you want to give that Alen Palander look to your very own pictures. See, first thing there is that his pictures are really dark, moody and gothic in a way. I mean, there is certain kind of mist of darkness as if you are in a dark location, and only certain elements of the picture which are really prominent subjects are popping out. So you have to keep that in mind. So let's begin with that. Okay, so first of all, what we're gonna do is we're gonna lower the highlights at all, okay, and lower shadows as well in the beginning. And we're not gonna play with whites for now, but we are gonna decrease blacks very much for sure. All right, and then we're gonna go down and increase clarity, because it will not only increase contrast but at the same time sharpness, because his pictures are tag sharp, if you will notice. And dehaze it a little bit, because this picture has certain kind of weird look in sky, but I don't know if it will retain the dehaze because it's a JPEG picture. So let's leave it there. And now let's play with tone curves. Now his tone curve has that hazy matte look, so I am increasing it in shadows, but then we gotta change it. Now for now, I would say that I would certainly play with this picture at certain points in tone curves, in highlights and in shadows as well, because you know, you don't know what Alen Palander does in his pictures when he is editing them, because you're not sitting right next to him. But let's see how dark we can go in this tone curve, because it is the place where we can make this picture go really dark, in, you know, dark at the same time, but has that, you know, that surreal look in it. Okay, so the clouds are getting not way too much, because then it will break. Okay, now we will go in blue as well, because his pictures have certain blue tones. If you will clearly look at them, I'm not talking about the blue color, but the blue of HSL. Let's raise it in, not in shadows, but shadows we're gonna, yeah, in shadows we're gonna increase blue, because it's very cold in his shadows. But in highlights you can certainly go downwards towards the oranges, because he prominently in highlights increase orange certainly a little bit. And by the way, going upwards back towards temperature, his temperature is certainly in minus, if you'll clearly look at his pictures. So here it is, certain bluishness, but I think we should increase highlights a little bit, because the picture is getting broken in the sky, because there are no. And now talking about HSL area, when we come in HSL area, the first thing you have to notice in his pictures is that apart from reds and oranges, yellows, greens, or even aqua, and even purple and magenta. All the colors are desaturated in his pictures, if you will clearly look at them, because he has certain kind of binary look in his pictures. So first of all, we will completely desaturate these colors, green as well. Now what we'll do, because there is certain green, so green and yellow, so we will increase yellow's luminance a little bit, okay? But in greens we will decrease the luminance, because the trees should have certain amount of highlights and shadows. So yeah, it's going pretty well for now. And now we will go towards blue, because see, the blues in his pictures are desaturated, not completely, but up to a certain limit, so that we can only have certain popping colors. Okay, not completely, we can't decrease the luminance, but here it is, fine. Now the main prominent colors in his pictures are orange and red. So first of all, we're gonna increase the luminance of orange, because it should pop out. And as you can see, the windows of the building are really getting really well lit, because the luminance is increasing. And there is certain red, as you can see here, there is red and red here as well. So for sure we can increase luminance and saturation as well in red. So now you can only see that red and oranges are popping out in this picture. And if we talk about blue, we should decrease it a little bit more, but not that much. And going into aqua, because there is certain amount of aqua here which should be decreased in luminance. The light, basically luminance is the light of the color, so yeah, we should completely decrease it. But it's also present in sky here, so maybe not that much, but maybe yeah, we should do that. We will later on work on that. Now talking about split tones, what Alen Palander does in his split tones is basically, as I did in tone curves as well, the highlights you will notice have a certain amount of orange in them, popping orange, not that much. And then we will go to shadows. And now the tone you will find in shadows is the opposite, the contrast blue, which should be decreased a little bit, you know. Now what we're gonna do is, because the shadows are looking way too dark, because it's a JPEG file, so yeah, we should increase it a bit. Now changing the tone curves, coming back here, maybe we should increase it a bit here. God, sorry for that storm thing, because the wind is really howling, so that's a problem there, right? Now we have to increase sharpness. For now, let's just increase sharpness, because his pictures are that sharp. Okay, so I think it is fine. Yeah, now you can certainly look at that picture, it is, but we will mask this picture for sure, because it's a JPEG file, not a raw file. So you're gonna see a lot of problem if masking is not done at all. For now you can see that this picture pretty much looks really good, but certainly we can make few changes there as well, which should be done. First of all, I think we should try with enable profile, but it's a JPEG file, so profile correction isn't going to do much justice. Now vignette should be there. Now see, when we are vignetting the picture, feathering is important, because by doing the feathering, what happens is that, you know, you get a completely gradual progression of the vignette. But now talking about grains, he doesn't works that much with grains, because his pictures are looking very digital and tag sharp. Now going towards the luminance, we should maybe increase a little bit of aqua because the picture is getting broken in skies. So yeah, maybe a little bit. And now going towards the top, here we should probably increase shadows a little bit. Yeah, that's pretty much good. And now maybe, yeah, that white thing. Okay, now I think it looks pretty good, very much similar to Alen Palander's this picture. And now if we look at the picture, it has that look of Alen Palander's style. You know, this was how you can edit your pictures like Alen Palander for sure. And now I would like to say at the same time as well that if at all you want this preset, you can go in the link in description and you can download this preset there. And if you enjoyed this video, I would like to say that make sure to hit the like button and subscribe for more such editing tutorials, for photography tips, and I also make travel vlogs which I'll be making once again soon after this pandemic ends. So tune for that as well. So hit the subscribe button and share this video with other photographers who you know, so that this channel grows as well and you also make some new photographer friends. I'll see you in the next video. Till then, enjoy, have fun, and peace.